I must admit I'm not comfortable with this little jaunt. Sancre-Tor is in the mountains of Colovia, and Colovians are the worst kind of Imperials. Backwoods mountain men without any sense of decorum. At least Varen will feel right at home.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. Kasura sends her regards. She is recovering quickly, and reconstruction on the Abbey of Blades has already begun.
I know we don't stand a chance against Molag Bal unless we recover the Amulet of Kings, but I'm still uneasy about this. That damn thing has been nothing but trouble from the beginning.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time, I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers for my hubris. Perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself, or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them. It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saitahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city. It is in the mountains of Colovia, the land of my youth. But I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saitahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately than I.
The time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancre-Tor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. In ages past, Sancre-Tor was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared. I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge. My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancre-Tor. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendarr, the god of justice and mercy. Also, a god of well-earned luck. I thought this could not hurt. The catacombs contain 2 shrines dedicated to the Divines. We must consecrate them in Stendarr's name. When that is done, the Ring of Stendarr's mercy should open the vault doors. It is written that Alessia received the divine inspiration for her slave rebellion at Sancre-Tor, and so built her holy city there. But that was long ago. The city is a ruin now. It has become a dark place with areas best left undisturbed. We should avoid the Crypt of Heroes. I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kasura and I barely escaped with our lives. We will enter through the inner courtyard and avoid it entirely. Now come. Time waits for no man.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings. We have no time to waste. Go to Sancre-Tor with Sai and the others. Bring back the Amulet of Kings.
You could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut
Thorn.
up, Thorn.
This is my first visit to Sancre-Tor. I must say I'm unimpressed. Alessia's holy city has seen better days, to be sure.
I've heard stories of this place, but I've never had the opportunity to come here. I trust Sai had good reasons for placing the amulet in a place such as this.
Sancrator. Seeing these walls again brings a flood of memories. I do not even know how long it has been. 2 years? 3 years? Time had no meaning in the halls of torment.
Brings you to Sancrator, old friend? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Manнимarco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every move?
Sai, no! Manнимarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
It would seem that in his own mind, our friend Sai never really left the halls of torment.
Manнимarco again. You know, after we've killed him, I'm really going to miss hating that skeever.
Manнимarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet. Manнимarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendar's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendar's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time. We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Manнимarco chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
The Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendar's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Morlock Baal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. In time, the name Morlock Baal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Manнимarko. As a god. We were almost at the inner courtyard. Make haste. Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Set's tears. I thought I could handle this. Mannimarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment. I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Mannimarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me. That voice, Mannimarco's voice, it taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will, but he broke something. I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. My pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this. We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened. The first shrine rests in the Dragon Guard tomb, where so many of my fallen comrades were interred. We must take care to respect their resting place.
You better keep an eye on me. I'm getting ready to punch Tharn again. Sai Sahan is nothing if not determined. He once told me that achieving victory is like wrestling an ogre. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the ogre is tired. He'll see this through. Don't worry. Me, I'll chase Manнимarco to the furthest corners of oblivion if I have to. Vengeance is a powerful motivator. And I don't know if you've realized it yet, but under this hardened shell, I'm an optimistic fool who'd take a blade for any one of you. We're two of a kind. Stoic. Isn't that what people call us? Our hearts are connected, but we don't talk about our feelings. We don't even understand them ourselves. Maybe we'll talk about it someday, but today's not that day.
The Dragon Guard? As I recall, their primary purpose was to enforce the delusions of whomever sat upon the Ruby Throne in any given week.
The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, sire. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again, the King of Worms defiles the memory of the honored dead. I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Dragon Guard, but we must consecrate the shrine. Stendarr, God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I do not recall its solution. The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered. are starting to join me.
Kill them!
These consecrations, we beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the vault of kings.
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titanfall.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
Your pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
By Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Manнимarko.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manнимarko as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Mannimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my good friends. Try and stop me.
Get the amulet. Go!
There is no time. The amulet.
We're almost there. Let's finish this.
is. The door to the Vault of Kings. The shrines have been consecrated in Stendarr's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendarr's mercy to open the vault doors. Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors to lift the ward. The door should open wide. Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
You are nothing. I am Manнимarko.
Keep Manнимarko occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minions, arise! Obey me!
I will hold them at the portal. Focus on Manнимarko.
I grow tired of these games.
He's weakening! Don't stop now!
Do you really think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Wrong! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
We did it! I don't believe it! Manнимarko is gone!
I'll admit, Vestige, I never thought you'd be the one to kill the worm. Take the Amulet of Kings and let's be gone from here.
It is finished. Mannimarko's fate is well deserved. It is time to take the Amulet of Kings and leave this befouled place.
Everything Manнимarko did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn. Well played.
We are finished here. It's time to go home.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again. Mannimarko will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price. I cannot imagine the torment that awaits him. Sai Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat, and the plane melt must be stopped, or this will all be for naught. I've not forgotten Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestige.
I can't believe there's still more to do. But whatever the future holds, come oblivion or high water, the 5 companions will face it together.
The Amulet of Kings is in our possession. The traitor Manнимarco has been defeated. But we are not yet finished. The blessings of Akatosh must be restored if Nirn is to remain safe. But tonight, we rest.
I know what you're thinking, Vestige. You want to thank me for my noble and heroic effort in helping you defeat that treacherous worm, Manнимarco. No need to laud me, though. The world already knows of my brilliance, but you're welcome nonetheless.
Sacred Tor? Never been there, but I understand it's where the Riemann dynasty is entombed. Why do people even bother burying remains anymore? Seems rather a waste of time these days, what with everyone popping up from their graves. Cremation, I say.
I will summon you again when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vestige.